craftsman, where the tall timbers grow with a chisel like a warrior's spear. Every cut brings the old world near. Hear the Asser in the turning tree, Odin whispering, let creation be. From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Of the Viking tribes. Ash and oak hold the songs of the bold, echoes of the battles that the skalds once told. Tools sing soft in a rhythmic glide as the grain shows the secrets it tries to hide. Loki's laughter in the chips that fall, but your craft stays true through it all. From the north, let the shavings fly under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost, let the wood come alive. Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Raise your meat to the maker's hand, to the craft in the clan of the northern land. Every bowl is a saga born, carved from dusk and shade till morn. From the halls of the god.
All right. So, Tim, the music is AI generated. So there you go. A few prompts to an AI, and then I think it's Zulu. It's called the program that will make the music for you. You just prompt it and pops out a few. So it's not a long process, and it's kind of easy to do. But yeah, and I think this went pretty well. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Nikolai. Good morning, Soldier. Good morning, Tim. It's not morning for me. It's 11:30, midday. So yeah, but by accident we had a challenge started in my community to make a goblet, and the challenge were make it out of a solid piece of timber. You can glue stuff up, but you cannot make it in separate pieces and glue it together. And you need to make at least one captive ring on it. Ben's fault. Hashtag. Yeah, probably is. So, you know, you peeps have already posted your results. And a lot of them talk about, you know, I need to make one like 50 inches long because my lathe can't handle that, you know, and all that stuff, but it's not going to happen. I'm going to use this nice big piece of oak. It is air dried. I cut it down myself, milled it, and it's been laying around the workshop for the better part of 7 years now, I think. And about time I use it for something. So a nice piece of Danish oak, really high quality, because I know there's not going to be any splits in it because it was air dried. A little bit of worms in it, but just the side here on the outside layer, but that's fine. If that fails, I had prepared a piece of maple, but we'll see. So a goblet to me shouldn't be an issue. I capped a ring, never done it before, but it shouldn't be an issue. So I thought to myself, I need to up this a little bit. I need to do something else. So I'm going to try to make the stem. We got the two cups, the bottom at the top, and make the stem a little bit off center. And then I'm going to try to make a helix, 2 or 3 part helix as the stem with a captor ring on it. Now, that's probably going to fail. You're gonna laugh at me, but I'm gonna give it my best. Go. I have already marked the center. Now I'm just gonna make a tenon and put it on chuck, so then I can hollow out the cup on the end. So I need to do that. And I have thought long and hard on how to do this. So I don't know, don't really know yet exactly how it's going to go. People laughing at you, mate, not at you. You should probably laugh at me for me trying to go way out of my comfort zone and try something that will most likely fail. But you know, that's what it's all about, really. You shouldn't be afraid of failure. We should only be afraid of yeah, we shouldn't be afraid of failure. We should just go give it our best and see how well that's going to turn out. Now I'm just going to get this tool rest on. Hello, Joe. Now this tool rest legs is a little bit bent off center, so they're going a little bit like not straight. That want to go a little bit like this, so it's a little bit tricky to get on. It is what it is, though. So let's see if we can get this camera to get everything in. There you go. Double band yoke, yeah. Well, I do a lot of spindle work, so I have long tool rests, plural. This is the shortest one of the extra ones I have. There you go. And that's in reverse. You see how fast that stopped and pulled the other way? That's beautiful. That's just beautiful. Now let's do it proper with a roughing spindle gouge. Just to rough this out. Now I can already see that this tool rest is really high, but it's going to be alright for just roughing this out. Let's see. It's a few spots still that's a little bit high, so let's just give it one more go. I did that there. What did I do? Okay, so this should be ready to mount on a chuck. I'm just gonna make sure that the end is straight, or as straight as can be. I cut in both directions there, Michael, because it saves time. It's just a matter of, you know, getting it roughed out. It shouldn't take that long, just, you know, for me it's just a matter of getting the job done, and that's about it. Now, this is going to be a really long piece, and the chances are it's going to go kind of bad. Yeah, because of this is that long, and whenever I try to hollow it out in the end here, the chances are it's going to come out of the chuck. Okay, I need to get some service to my chuck key. I can see that. Now, I'm not going to do much about the shape on the outside. I'm just going to hollow it out while I have as much material to work with as I can. Because that we're going to make it a little more stable. And let me just get that suction hose up there, because that's going to be needed at some point, that's for sure. I think we're going to go with the other camera, that one. Something like that. It's going to be good. I'll get that tool rest out of the way for now, because I think we're going to need that much more. Now it's a little bit wobbly now. I'm just going to clean that up. Because the less vibrations I have, the better chance I have for this not to. So I'm wondering why I have all these vibrations in my lathe at the moment. I need to readjust the feet. Oh, there you go. Okay. Now, because of the length of this, I think I'm going to drill some of it out and not just turn it, because I think that's going to be, you know, help a little bit. Yeah.
So let's see if we can get this to drill. Oh, there you go. A nice shim coming out of this. That's always a good thing. I don't know how deep we're going to make this. Shouldn't be that deep. I don't know how to classify a goblet, but I need to make sure that it can hold a little bit of liquid, just, you know, look good. I think about here would be good. And I still need to make sure I can get my gouge in there and work with it a little bit. Yeah, I think that should be okay. Now I should probably have a steady rest for this. This should probably be a lot better with a steady rest. I just don't have it. Now we just need to clean up the bottom and the sides. The problem is I need to have some sort of speed on it. I'm going to go with carbide. And I'm going to go really slow. Because there's a lot of forces involved when you're just far out. I mean, I could just, you know, drill it and leave it, but you know, this is not, it's not going to look that nice, is it? And I probably need some lights in here. I'm probably going to go in reverse, because that way I can better see what I'm doing. Now the thing is, I want to get that corner down there rounded. Just a little bit rounded, just, you know, to make it look a little bit nicer. Okay, let me just see where I am with this. It's rounded. It's not perfect yet, is it? No, it's not perfect yet, so I'm just going to go a little bit more. I think I can go higher on the speed though. Now I'm taking so little material off here, just because you can see every time it cuts a little bit. There you go. That was a little bit of a catch, and that took it out of center, alignment. So let's see if I can get that back up and running. I could. I think that's, you know, it's good. Now, there's always danger when we're doing stuff like this. And it's this far out. That catches will appear, and it's not even like, well, it was a catch, but it was like a really, really small one. But that was enough to get it out of the chuck. Imagine if I had like a bad catch, then that piece will come flying off. That is for sure. Okay, I think that's about right. Yes, it's just a matter of taking it slow, take your time, and hope for the best. That's basically all that is to it. You need like a steady hand, small cut, and then most things are possible. And I think that's about right. That's not a bad surface, a bad finish in there. I need to sand it, of course, and then I need to make a pluck for it because I want to go off center with this. To do that, I need a pluck, otherwise I cannot go off center the way I want to. So let me just get some sandpaper and sand this baby. So I'm just going to go, I think 240 should be okay to the finest grit. I'm going to go the other way around. 1, 2, stop, and up again. That's so good. I just love it. Hey, lions. That's a long ball. Oh, yeah. It's going to be a goblet. It's going to be an awesome, crazy, crazy goblet. If it works out. If it doesn't work out, it's just going to be a stick. So that was 120. A little bit aggressive with that one. I'll go 180. Now let's just get some of that dust out of there. Now the lathe right now is actually going rather fast. It's like 1700 RPMs. So let's see, that's there. 20 seats and 6 people and 5 likes. If you got it, man, please give a like. You're right about one thing there, Lions. Crazy. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Oh, I was wondering why I didn't.
Well, I have so much dust up here. It's because I have the blast gate closed here and opened at the other end, which means there's no air going through it. That should help quite a bit. Oh yeah, there you go. Alright, this is not too bad really. So, the inside here is awful. I don't really love it. It's, guess I'm just gonna have to live with that. Either that or I'm gonna have to sand it for an absolute age. Ugh. Hello, everything's falling away. Now, I have this piece of material that I have prepared. To make a pluck, and the pluck is necessary, it's needed, and I will show you why in a minute. So that should be okay to hold that reasonably well. If you're not confident in a hold like that, please do not do that. It's just jammed up against the chuck. But I think it's going to be alright. That is not sharp. So that's better. I'm just preparing it for the chuck. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be a good hole for the chuck. Yes, this is a woodworking channel. Well, it's a wood turning channel. So, take wood, make it spin. That's wood turning. Rah! There you go. Sounds like a knot. Oh, it's not a knot. It's just not round. So that's all that is. Not a knot. Nope. Yeah, I got that play on words there. So let's see, this should be so let's see.
Okay, so I'm just going to go like that instead. I think that's going to be a lot easier. So let's just see if we can get this to line up a little bit. You know, we're not telling not jokes today. No, we're not. Not. It's almost there. I want this to be a reasonable good fit, so it doesn't wobble around too much. But again, I still needed to be able to take it off. There you go, I think that should do. Let's see. Oh yeah. This will do. This will do well. Okay. Do 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 do. There you go. Didn't plan on it to break like that. Okay, so get that off. It's not going to be needed. I'm going to clean that center up. Now, yeah, well, yeah, it all makes sense in a little bit. It will all make sense in a little bit. So, let's see. Should I do this between centers? Well, it should be alright. That should be alright. What's going on? Go that off. Get that live center back in. So let's see. Okay. Now, because I have already made this top here, and I need to do that on forehand, I had this plug now I can put in. Fits really well. Kind of good. So I'm just going to try to get a little thin layer of tape, because it fitted good, but it wasn't perfect. Now just put a layer of tape around here like that. I should give it a lot more friction. Oh yeah, there you go. Might as well start thinking now. I have no idea, Michael. And I forgot to measure the depth of the cup. I need to make sure that I have the right depth so I don't go. So that's 5.5. Okay, so first I need to make sure that I get the bag in here. So that's off center. You know, that's okay. I'm just gonna, because now I have a place to start from. So let's see, let's just get that cleaned up. Okay. Get some more speed. So try to get that okay. So let's just find that center again. Now that's going to be important, this one. Okay, So as you saw, we had a center there, we had a line through. Challenge learning curve, yes. And that whole thing here is 9 centimeters, and I want to have, I think I'm going to go 1 centimeter there, and 1 centimeter here. So that's another center, and there's another center. And I'm going to do the same on the other end, because I'm going to need those points. Cut there. Now I can get my point in there and just, you know, so they're going to be easy to find. Same with this side here. There. And there. Right. So that should center up there again. That should be somewhat fine on this end. Wink. It's probably going to go wobbling a little bit, but I'm not going to do much about that. Yeah, see, there's a little bit of wobble, so that's going to be all right. So that's here's the bottom of the cup itself. So I can start curving around there. Go that much further in, because I'm going to need that material for the stem to hang on to. So that's about right there. And then I'm going to go with the bottom part here. I need a little bit of weight here at the bottom to make sure that it stands a little bit solid, and I'm really sorry about that, but I'm kind of something like that. Right, so all this is going to be the stem. Hello Henning, welcome in. Today we're going to make a goblet. And we're going to try to make it off center the stem at least. So those 2 marks we made earlier, remember? There's one there. Should be, hold on a sec. And the trick is that's straight up and down. That's looks almost straight up and down. To make sure that it's okay. Okay. Now it's going to hit there. And not there. Make sure the speed is down for this. The capture ring, we're going to make that in the middle. That comes. good pressure on the tailstock and headstock. Now, the trick will be, I don't know if you can see that, or maybe the camera's not picking it up. You kind of see where the solid shape are, and that's what I'm going to go to. No body armor, no. You're moving slow with the RPMs. I mean, if I go faster, the chances are it could fall off. Point 4 of the Delaware Skithman scale. So that's just, you can see where it's going to go off center. You can actually pretty well see that. Right. That's pretty obvious now, isn't it? What's happening. Well, this is a really good example of, you know, the technique behind it. Well, I don't know the technique behind it, but I've seen other people do the work they did from this, and then I kind of thinking to myself, well, I need to figure this out. So this is me giving it a go and see if I can do it. Doesn't mean that's going to be successful. It just means that I'm willing to give it a go. Oh, you think we're joking? We're not joking. I should probably have sharpened my gouges before I did this, because it feels like I might gonna need it. I can see it's starting to get around here. I need some sort of thickness to be able to do the helix shape that I'm going to try to do anyway. So there's also that aspect of it. So captive ring, helix, goblet, stupid idea. But you know, I'm gonna go see what happens. And you know, that's probably the reason why I said I'm probably not going to be able to finish this in one sitting. Helix, what's next? Oh, you've seen the helix before, haven't you there, Ryan? Now, if you do stuff like this, I'm not looking where my gouge is cutting, I'm looking at the top of it, because that's where I can see the shadows of the material being moved away. Oh boy. This is actually hard work. I don't know if I can take the speed up more. I don't know if that's going to be advisable. I don't think I'm going to go faster than that. But it's going to help quite a bit. And it's just a matter of moving slowly and just taking small cuts a little at a time. Thank you for the sub. Yes, that would be recommended for wood turners. That would be recommended. You want to make a pull lathe? Yeah, I can understand that. That should be cool. My first lathe, well, it's not a pull lathe, it was a pit lathe. That's how it was made. But my grandfather put a electric motor on it back in his young days. It was actually an electric motor from an old coffee mill, and he had several offers on that motor, but you know, it was, for him it was like, nah, that motor stays at the lathe because I like it. And he told that story quite a few times, so I'm going to keep that motor. I'm not going to get rid of it just because of that. Okay, so let's see. Oops, you're not able to see any of that. I'm sorry, peeps. Nobody said anything. That's just weird, isn't it? Oh, we got it not here. Well, it is what it is. So the capture ring, I'm going to make them here. I think I'm going to make them soon. No, that's not going to work, is it? Oh yeah, exactly. That's why. I was wondering what's going on here. I was going to clean up the this part here. And I need the lights for this, otherwise I cannot see what I'm doing. So even the best laid out plans can fail. Okay. Well, that's a lot better. Oops. Okay. So let's try to get this back in there. That should be the same axle as I were before, and let's get those capture ring in. So we're going about 1200 RPM. I don't feel like I should go much faster than that. I would have loved to have two captive ring on this, but I'm not sure that's going to be possible with everything I want to do as well. Okay. Oh, soldier. That's nice of you. Thank you, mate. Yeah. Looks like a good, cool wooden camshaft. That's true. That is true. Problem is, I think I need a shorter tool rest. Now I have it, I just not sure I can find it. I know I have a curved one, but I don't think that's going to help me in there that much. So the problem is it's going to be delicate work. And I have actually made a captive tool maker. Just for the backside. An old screw should do the trick, I think. Now herein lies the problem. This is too big. Luckily, I got a coarse grit on a 60 grit on this rubber sorby tool over here, the grinder. So I'm hoping that I reasonably quick can get it off. Now I don't care about the heat treatment on the steel. That makes no difference to me in this case. So I'm just gonna go hard on that because this tool is basically in the steel standard that I don't use. It's not a bad steel, it's just something that I don't use because it needs hardening so much. Right, so I took that off there, so now probably that's a good chance of me being able to get in there. Not enough though, not enough. I thought as much that I need to grind this a little bit. I wasn't aware that it was going to be that much. But we'll see. I think this helps a little bit. Oh yeah. Oops. Oh, this is probably not the best tool for it. It is really a bad tool. What's wrong with it? Oh, it doesn't have a cutting side on it. Okay, so it works. And it works better than expected. Huh. It is basically how a capture ring tool looks. Wow. Mine is really rough and uneven and with bad finish and all that stuff, but it's basically what you can expect if you ever were to buy a captive tool ring. Ring tool. So before I cut this off, yeah, it's just actually it's just skew, an oval skew, but I just grind it up because I never used it. It was part of a set that I got a long time ago, not that long after it started woodturning, and I haven't really used it, so it was a good candidate. I mean, the steel quality is not bad. It's M2 standard heat treated steel, so it's not bad at all. I mean, the heat treatment on it right now is completely gone because I just grinded the shit out of it. I didn't care. Well, you can use anything, mate. A chisel or whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Unless you're going to make a lot of capture ring stuff, then you probably should go and buy the proper tool. You can also use an Allen key and just, you know, sharpen that. I just had that laying around, so I thought to myself, well, why not really? Now, here's the tricky part. Because I'm just about to go through. Pretty sure that there you go. That's one ring. I needed sanding and, you know, stuff like that, but there's one ring. It's not a bad ring though. I'm glad I didn't decide to go further than that with that one ring, because I had an idea and I'm glad I didn't. Yep. So that's one. So let's get another one in, right? So that's one ring out of the way, which means I can get to work on ring number 2. Yeah, that move is not the best, is it? Let's try, let's hope. Nobody said that ring should be round, right? So if it looks like a disc or a plate, that's fine as long as it's loose. It is loose. So, I mean, that's not a problem, really. Okay. It's a multiple ring thing? What you on about, Michael? Well, actually, there are a story or a legend. I think this is an American one, but I'm not sure. That when a young couple or a couple get married, one of the friends in the family who's a woodturner will make a goblet for them with a captain ring on it. 2 captain rings, actually. As long as those rings are intact, the marriage lasts. So if by some point one of the rings breaks, the marriage will break as well. That's the legend, that's the story. If it's true, I have no idea. But you know, there are a lot of superstitions around. But I think that's one of those that is pretty neat. There you go. Ring number 2, and I forgot to sand it. Luckily, I had a reasonable good cut on it, so no worries there. Multiple different kinds of ring. Yes, of course they are, Michael. Yeah, well, stuff like that happens, doesn't it? Bounce up, blade breaks. I had carbide tipped blade on my bandsaw, and when that broke, it's like $300, $250 something per blade. So refund breaks is really something to cry about. So yeah, I was sad. I just broke my last one, so now I'm back to the old standard, which I think I'm going to keep using because it's just a lot cheaper, isn't it? Oh yeah. Yeah, I have, I think it's 4.7 meters of blade on mine. So it's really, really long. Okay, so let's see where I am with this. So about 38, which I think is going to be nice enough for what I want to do. Okay. So get this off and move to the other end. So I can finish this new thingy. Okay. Oh, a good thing about, the bandsaw I have, it's got ceramic guides on it, and they are awesome. I can recommend that. I most definitely can recommend that, ceramic guides. Let's see. So that's about right. Okay. So let's see, that's there. Give that a little bit of sand. Let's start the Helix. Or maybe I should try to get that. Yeah, that's why I used the tape thing. So that's going down that center. Yeah, that's about right. So let's see there. Oops, hits. Okay, I need to clean up that part there. Oops, that was too fast. I should have thought about that before I started. Curve on each end to jam it. For what part of it? The rings? Oh, okay. No, I can see I shouldn't go further than this. There. Let's see. So that's there. Okay. So it's going to be some carving at the end with this. Yes, sir. It's It's a shadow thing. All I'm doing is I'm watching the shadows, because there's nothing solid I can see. That right there with the lathe box down. Am I putting too much pressure on the tool? Well, that is the for you, it's either you don't have enough pressure on the tailstock or the belt is skipping. So it's either or. I've noticed that happening too for you. For me right now, it's the pressure, it's the grip on my drive center that's not good enough. The problem right now is I cannot put more pressure on it because the material will not let me. But for you, I don't know why. Just exactly, I haven't watched it that well. I would say normally it would be the belt skipping on a lathe like yours, because your belt is really thin, so it doesn't have a lot of grip. But it's suitable for the type of motor you're having and the type of power that lathe have. So it's kind of a safety feature. You can tighten that belt a little bit, and that probably would help. But if you tighten it too much, it would run the risk of the motor itself being damaged. All the control box. Oh yeah, I've replaced many control boxes on lathe like that because they break rather easy. But I would recommend for you basically just thinner cuts. Less material removed. Yep. Okay. $16.32.48. So I'm not going to make it
a quick, like a fast spinning helix, I'm going to make it a long, because there you go. So that's 3 lines. And so let's see, how long is that? That's 25. Right, so for that to go all the way around, 25 divided by 3. So that's about 8-ish. So that's 8 and 16. So 8.5. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. So that's how long it's going to take for it to do 1, 2, 3. So it's 1 full revolution. All right, see you later, Cinny Manifel. Sin Manifel. Sorry, yeah, I'm just not good at that stuff. But yeah, okay. Oops, where is it? I need my advanced magnet, patented magnet hose clamper. Well, let's get that out of the way. I'm sorry I haven't been talking a lot today. I've been really focused. But from now on should be easy sailing. Now, remember I said it should be. I didn't say it will be. So yeah. Let's get some of this material away. Now this is noisy, but it does rather quick work of this. Yeah, no, it's
famous last words. Take my helmet back on because that might take some of that noise away. Maybe I got another bit that will do make this a little bit easier. Let's try this one. Let's try that one. See how well that works. There's a hooligan in the chat. Take him out. Cat, no, my mask never fucks up because it got a motor on it. I don't see any hooligan. Dave. Hey, dude. Oh boy. It's going to be a little bit of work. Okay. Yeah, well, yes, that's off center, but that's not the whole trick. That is not the whole trick, because the trick's going to be something else completely. Du, 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 du. Now, I probably have bit off more than I can chew when you look at my how patient of a person I am. I'm not patient at all, and this is probably going to be one of those things. But let's just try. Let me try, not us, because you're not going to do it. I am. See where I can take this. It's just a matter of removing the materials that we don't want, which should leave us with a shape that we do want. What we're making, furniture leg. It's a goblet, yeah. With a Helix carving for the stem on it. Okay, I mean this works okay. I'm not sure that this is the best one for it. Dremel sponsor, yeah, I could do that. Would be nice. Would be nice with the Dremel sponsor, but yeah, you know, as long as I buy my own tools, I can do what I want on my channel. So that's another thing, and I don't have to produce stuff, and if I don't want to, I'm just not going to. So it's a double-edged sword with those sponsors thingies. But again, there's probably no sponsors who want me for some reason. I don't appeal to them. That's fine enough. But yeah, I'll take a sponsorship from Pepsi any day. You know? That'll be my dream sponsor. or Robert Sorby just, you know, calls me and says, well, I want to sponsor you 10 half-inch Excelsior ball gouges. And I was like, yeah, I'll definitely take that one. Or One Way wants to send me some of their stuff for, I don't know. It's going to be relevant to me, otherwise I'm not going to take sponsorship just to take them. Sorby gouges, yeah. Well, I want the Excelsior ones. The one that look like gold plated, because that's titanium coated, which is what I really want to try to work with. I don't have them yet. I was really contemplating getting 5 or 10 of those actually, but you know, I'll hold my hands. Might as well just use what I have for now. Alex, mon chéri. What do you mean, Alex? What country you're in?
I am sorry, Alex. I am in Denmark, sir. My hand just need a break now. I'm in Denmark. Okay.
So that's one started. Let's get the other one started as well. Here's a German Frenchman legend. Oh. I don't think I have many Germans in my channel. I do have a Manifel who's from France. Well, actually, Tim. I think he's from the really absolute southern part of Germany. So there's him. Oh, did you post my link? Thank you, Lions. I appreciate that, man. Kicked you out. Yeah, this is tough on the hands, that's for sure. Now, this is not much wood turning though. This is more in lines, except I'm cheating, I'm not using hand tools. Well, I'm going to go all the way through actually, and these parts here are going to be rounded out to a something that looks like a tube. So if you've ever seen a DNA string, that is something like that I'm going for. If that makes sense. So there's a lot of material that needs to be removed. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that subscription. Oh yeah, by the way, I just hit 1,000 followers over on TikTok. So that should mean that I should be able to stream over there as well from OBS, which means I'm probably going to be dual streaming. You people here on YouTube wouldn't notice anything, but anyone following me over on TikTok was, as soon as I figured that completely out, will see my stream starting to pop up on Sundays. Yeah, so Sunday at noon my time is my normal starting time, so that's 1.5 hours ago. It's, well, it's, you know, so it's a nice way to start your week or your day on your Sunday, you know, nice and relaxing, watching some woodturning. Normally I don't do stuff like this. It's only because, yeah, I want to try to show off a little bit. Yeah, I know, like 1,000 followers on TikTok, that's nothing. But is what's required to stream via OBS to get a stream key. So I'm going to try and have fun with that if I can. Yeah, 2 hours so far. Yeah, I've been live for 2 hours because I started earlier than normal. Yeah, I just don't know how to get that my Steam key yet. I don't know exactly how that works, but I just need to figure that out. Apparently, different ways people saying that how you should do it, but you should ask for it in a Discord server, I'm guessing. I just think that's weird that they just wouldn't supply it to you in an easier way, but I'm not 100% sure how that works yet. Let's see how far we're going to get with this today. I need to go to my father today to, he asked me to come help him with some project. So I'm going to go there. That's why I started a bit earlier today. Yeah, so I'm not going to go until, let's see, what time is it now? It's 1:30. So probably in a half an hour time, I'm going to stop this and continue this next week. If I'm not doing a surprise stream. Oh yeah, this is coming along pretty well. I'm just wondering when, at some point, if I'm going to hit the other channels. Because they should connect at some point, right? That's how this should work. So those two like are pretty deep now. Wait, I only had 2 out of the 3. I still have 1 more groove. Oh boy. Okay. Well. It's eating the wood really good. Well, it is just I think it's a team bet, to be honest. So, yeah. I don't know what it is. It doesn't say on the package. It should be carbide. I doubt it. But yeah. South Africa. Oh, that's nice. But lecker, that's German. Sounds a little bit German, doesn't it? It's really close to the Danish lekker, which is Leakker. This means nice and good and not tasty almost. I think it's the same meaning in Germany, lecker. Your brand new woodworker. Lacquer's nice, yeah. Yes, there you go. Oh, do you do wood turning, Kat? Because in the description in my channel on the mall, there's the link to my Discord. And that Discord, if that's something you want to do, there are people from all over the world. We hang out and share our knowledge and experience and make fun of Michael Wilson, who's also in the chat. I mean, that's mostly what we do, make fun of Michael. But other than that, we just, help each other out with what tools to get for the best prices. And, yeah, we just try to help each other out and have a good time. And this is also where you can find this challenge, if that's something you want to try. Now, all this is like extra. All you need to do is make a goblet with a captive ring on it. I challenge myself because it's basically it's my Discord. So I challenge myself to do more than the rest of the guys because, well, it was just, I want to challenge myself. I've been woodturning for over 10 years, so just making a goblet with a capture ring on it would be easy enough for me. That wouldn't be a challenge. This is a challenge by anything because I haven't never done anything like that before, and my patience is not the best. So that's why this would be a great challenge for me, and I always wanted to try it. And yeah. The Constitution is easy to provoke. Oh yeah, just give lions all the shit you can. I think that's fine. He also has a funny hair, doesn't he? Yeah. But yeah, this challenge runs until April 1st. So if anybody wants to try it, make a goblet with a captive ring on it. Just one. Then you can decorate everything else as much as you want. Feel free to join it and post your result in the Discord. It needs to be made out of a solid piece of timber. You can glue stuff up before you start the work, but after you started it, you cannot go and glue it back together. If like you make the cut in one piece, the stem in one piece, and then all that, it needs to be made out of one blank. Let's say that. Oh boy. Time flying when you're having fun, right? Oh, the shorts that's going to come out of this is going to be boring as hell, aren't they? Really close. Like, I think I'm really close and coming. Getting through. Oops. I don't know. It should be. Oh yeah, there we go. It's going through there now. That's going through. It's starting to go through now, so that's what species is working on. This is oak. Probably not the best species that I chose for this, but it was one of the biggest pieces I had laying around, so that's why I chose it. Now I am starting to come through, and that means that the dribble work is starting to come to an, well, starting to come to an end, not an end yet. I'm just gonna hope. I'm just hoping that this will not break. Oh yeah, you can see actually now that it's through. It's going through. Okay. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be a crazy piece. Look at that. It's through. It is through. Sorry, what? Oh. I don't know. But it's fine, you know. If it's bothering you, let me know, and I will just tell Michael, and he will kick him. But if you can handle it, I don't care really. Just let me know, Lions, if he's bothering you. The OGs are more important than the newbies. That's how it is, really. Okay. Ow! That was hot. And I kind of expected that. Yeah, that would be Lion's decision there, mate. My hand is busting. Oops. That was the wrong start. It's a time sink, but the results are spectacular. Yeah, but if anybody wants to join the Discord, Michael, could you drop us a link, please? There's a link, and at some point we're going to get all Lions in it as well, and share experience and fun. And I am the authority in there, so if somebody's not playing nice, I will ban them, and I don't give chances. So people be nice. If they're not, I don't care. Out here, I can take a lot of banter. I can do that in there as well. But in there, you know, it should be room for everybody to ask questions without fearing of anybody. Right? Oh, what happened? Fucking camera. Do do do. Do 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 do. Michael, you're good to go. You're gonna take him out. Yeah. I don't mind having fun and banter, but there are limits even what I would accept. Thank you, Michael. No, there's nothing wrong with you, dude. There's nothing wrong with you. If some people want to be weird, that's their problem. I mean, I don't mind some activity in the chat, but you know, when it starts to get personal like that, and basically me, I got my Michael. And normally I don't kick people. It's really not that often I have to do that. Isn't that right, Michael? It's really not often that I ask you to. It's another living for you, yeah? Anyway. Yeah, but look at that. It's going to be great, isn't it? As soon as that's going to be sanded and polished. Well, you can, Michael. It's just going to be really, really flimsy because it's going to be small and thin. What I've gathered, if you want to do this kind of stuff, you need to have a little bit of size to it. Right, you cannot make it too thin or small, otherwise it can break. Another thing is actually one of my students asked me how to do this kind of stuff, and I just told him, well, it's really easy, it's just going to take some time because it's delicate work. So now I can take this to him and show it, and says, well, I said it was easy, but yeah, it took me like 6 hours to make that. And you can do all of this with just a sharp knife and some sandpaper. So, lions, feel free to partake, right? Sure, Kat. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions whatsoever. My full-time job is actually a salesman, and I sell woodturning equipment for a living. So I know a lot about equipment and tools and all that. So if you ever need any advice, I would be happy to help you. And since you're in South Africa, it would not be feasible for me to send you anything. So anything I can do to help, to let me know, and I'll be happy to. Now I need to be really careful here not to break it. It's just getting kind of thin. And I can see that, you know, it's kind of flexible. That's true. Trying, failing is part of the process. But I'd rather not fail this at this point. Because it's going to be a lot of hours wasted. Well, not a lot of hours. Was that 2.5 hours? Oh, Michael, it's always going up in the Scotsman stream. That's just how it is, isn't it? That's how you know guys like you, is when they're starting to teach you. It's just how it is, really. And yes, you can probably find that in the short in the future. I'm not getting up encouraging. Oops. Now I have a nut in the timber here, which I think I'm going to have to do something to take care of, because chances are that's going to cause issue at some point. So I'm going to get it with some filler and some CA somewhere down the line. You blame me for all this? Yeah, that's fine. I got short shoulders, so it's just gonna run off. Again, so one of them is almost done. It just needs to be sanded nice and smooth and look cool. But now you can see exactly what this is supposed to be. And what the idea behind it is. And actually, it's not that hard to do, as long as you just make some lines to follow. I hope you're gonna Dremel sand that. No, I'm gonna sand it by hand with a piece of sandpaper in between and just go wink, 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 wink. Yes, there's always a risk of this breaking off. So the closer you are to the final product, the easier you're gonna have to work with it. So yeah. No, I have never done this before, so I'm just winging it, giving it my best, and trying to see how it's going to work. I do have a lot of experience in woodworking, like woodturning in particular, so that helps me a little bit. And my mind has a thing that it sees processes and how it's done. It's not always the best way. My mind finds, but it normally finds a way. So I'm one of them guys that learns, that's a visual learner. So show me how it's done, don't tell me. And my hand's probably going to be able to replicate that reasonably well. So that's just how it is, really. You see the TV is about to turn off because it's been on for too long. The Goblet challenge, the only catch is that you have to have a captive ring on it. That's the only requirement. I did stipulate though that you should make the stem long and thin, as long as you dare to do or can do. I don't think I should make this any longer, to be honest. I could probably, but I'm not going to, because that's going to be hours and hours and hours. And I mean, as soon as I've done this, I can put that up on the shelf and says, alright, I'm not going to do that again. Well, yeah, you could have made a goblet with a stem like a couple of inches. That would be a little, well, it would fit the description, but it would be a little bit too. Yeah, why did you even join the contest, the challenge, if that's what you're going to do? So that's why I put that in there, to make it as long as you can. So you should either limit it by your skill or your lathe, either way. So this one is made out of like 40 centimeters piece of timber. It's going to end up being about 35, which is, in my opinion, plenty long enough for this. Do it for yourself. You'll be happy. I mean, yeah, the challenge is actually just here to challenge you guys. So you know that's what it is really. It's just, you know, to expand your horizon and try something new, and have everybody else talk with each other about how to, you know, how to do this. And there's a lot of learning in that. Like just, you know, talking to each other and thinking about it and having others' views on how to do it. There's so much learning in that. And I'd all said and done at the end here, we're all going to walk away with a little bit extra, you know, tool bags skill wise. And that's all that it really matters about this. Because yeah, I could have thrown out a goblet like this in a couple of hours, maybe an hour, with a capture ring on it, even though I haven't done it before. But you know, it's no fun in that. This is a huge challenge for me. And it's a good experience for me. So I'm really enjoying this, even though it's the biggest challenge for me right now is actually my patience. It's being put to huge test because I'm really bored about this. This is really boring. I'm guessing it would probably be a little bit boring to watch as well, wouldn't it? But yeah, nice and easy. Moving closer and closer to the finish line. The price of the French soup and experience we get along the way. Oh, okay. Hello, Radar Woodturner. Welcome in. Now, I know this is a Woodturning challenge, Radar channel, but we are in the middle of a challenge, and you can join us if you want and make your own. If you join the Discord, everything is there. But basically, you just make a goblet with one capture ring on it, post the picture in the Discord, and that's it. It's a good challenge, a learning experience for many of us. And when I say the Discord, the link is in the description on my channel. I think maybe other people have it in their channel as well. Because the Discord is not just for me, it's for everybody. It's for the community. Anyway, that's the whole idea behind that Discord anyway. Everybody's there to, you know, learn from each other. And yeah. So that's what that's all about. There you go. Thank you. Oh, now I know. Guys, I just had the best idea. Oops. You guys remember John from Maverick Pens? Remember that he sent me some stuff a little while back? It's not a little while back, it's a long time ago now. Remember he did that? Now I know exactly what to do with that blank he sent me, because I had been waiting for a really good idea. I just came up with it. I think I did anyway. Make a big freaking coaster thingy for this goblet. Right. So I'm going to send him that as a coaster. Of course, it's going to be turned in nice, or a pedestal, wherever. And then I'm going to include this in the shipment to him as well. If this doesn't break, of course. I think that would be cool. And I think that would be something totally unexpected from his side. But also, it's the thing is, the blank he sent me is a little to the small end of what I thought I was getting. So it's going to be Maverick Dumple. Yes! Let me find it. Where is it? Here it is. This. So this. Block, sorry. Blank, yeah. So if I make something like that, and then something you can stand on and slope it down again. So like a reverse ball, just flatten it. So that would be a nice base for it. That's one thing I can do with it. And it's just coming along quite nicely. Still really, really rough. Right now you can exactly see what I'm going for. Right? Still a nice blank. Yeah, it is a nice blank. But and I want to make something good with it, something cool. So I thought it's going to be, it were going to be bigger than it were. So I was a little bit challenged with what I was going to be able to make with it. And I've just been thinking quite a lot about what to do with it, to be honest. And I haven't came up with a good idea yet until right about now. Anyway, well, I think it's a good idea. Michael would just cut it up and turn it into pen and be a happy camber, but you know, that would not be what he would be expecting, isn't it? Is it? So yeah. Oh yeah. Trying to smooth some of those carving marks out. So it's going to be easier to scent. Alright, Kit seems to sleep. Broth is bubbling. Oh yeah. Alright man, thank you for stopping by, and good luck with your editing, and thank you for lurking. I appreciate that. And again, this is probably not the most interesting thing to watch. But looking at this, what is art really? You know, if someone would probably call this at the end a piece of art, what is art then? It's just something that you took a long time making and took care on. Okay, that would make me an artist, but I would never call myself. That would be weird. It's just a thought, really. Huh. About the wax workshop. It's me all the time. What do you mean about that? That's cinema failed, right? too many places. Going forth and back, which you all account, are you? Do 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 do. Oh well. Okay, I think this is almost going to be enough for today, even though I think this is really, now it's starting to get satisfying, like blending in all these little areas here, starting to become something that I'm actually kind of enjoying. It's strange though. Nearly there, mate. Well, I promise you, I got about the same amount of work left that I already put into it. Because sanding, it's going to take some time, really, like quite a lot of it. But yeah. Oh, that was, look at that detail. That's been blended in. So now it just needs a lot more, you know, the final touches and some polishing.
But look at that, really. This definitely is one process that, you know, it's crazy. So let's see where we are so far, right? Oh, my hands are like humming. Now I marked this so I can put it back again, which is important. Did you forget that actually there are captive rings on it? Let me just... Now, I made a mistake. I should have had this a little bit more like a thingy, because this looked like a candlestick. Now, it just looked like a candle holder, doesn't it? But yeah. Looks like a candle holder, not a goblet. This is the process so far. This is where we are. Can it even stand? It can. And it can't hold. I can. Now, what I'm not looking forward to is to going in there and sanding all of that smooth. Not looking forward to that part. But yeah. Burn it and start again. Yeah, no, Michael, no. What's this going to be used for? Nothing. It's useless. But it's done, and I made it. I'm going to finish it next time. And it's actually a lot more sturdy than I thought it would be. We should make it a little easier. You don't have to do all of this, really. You just have to make one ring. Sorry. You just make one ring. That's it, really. That's the biggest challenge of it. Make a ring. And there you go. Anyways, that candlestick holder. I'm gonna get back to that next time. Mate, I enjoyed it. I didn't think I would enjoy it, but I did. Is it the best piece I ever made? No, most definitely not. Will I finish it? Yeah. What I'm going to do with it afterwards, I have no freaking idea, dude. Even as a... Well, it's still a cool thing. I'm probably going to send it over to Maverick along with that base, because I think that's going to be cool. But yeah. Thank you for joining by, peeps. All the new guys, all the old crew. Sorry. Thank you for stopping in and listening to me ramble for a couple of hours. We'll see you next Sunday. If not, I'm going to pop up doing the rest of this on another time. I don't know if I'm gonna postpone it until next Sunday, or I'm going to doing it during the week. Well, we'll see. It's not beyond your skill level, dude. This is not that hard. It's just take a fucking long time, and it's a stupid idea. And I think you will be able to do it as well. It's a funny thing about all this woodturning stuff here. As soon as you get the basics down on how to use your tools, the rest of it is really not that difficult. But yeah, but as soon as you get the tool, know how to point it and put that into the wood, you can be fine. The rest is just daring and have your brain work in the right way so you can see how it's done. The technique was not difficult. It was just work and time. But yeah, that's all for today. Thank you for watching, people. I'm not full of stupid idea just because I'm a woodturner. Alright, have a good day. See you next time. Stay and enjoy the music. Stands a craftsman where the tall timbers grow, with a chisel like a warrior's spear. Every cut brings the old world near. Hear the Asher in the turning tree, Odin whispering, let creation be. From the north, let the shavings fly, under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive, Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Of the Viking tribes. Ash and oak hold the songs of the bold, echoes of the battles that the skalds once told. Tools sing soft in a rhythmic glide, as the grain shows the secrets it tries to hide. Loki's laughter in the chips that fall, but your craft stays true through it all. From the north, let the shavings fly, under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive, Benjamin turns the tales of the Viking tribes. Raise your meat to the maker's hand, to the craft and the clan of the northern land. Every bowl is a saga born, carved from dusk and shade till morn. Let the echoes ring of the wood-turning warrior and the stories he brings. Let the world hear the call from the workshop flame, Benjamin Winkle, another name. From the north, let the shavings fly, under watchful gods in the winter sky. Thor's hammer roars with the spinning ring, Freya's grace in every curve you bring. By fire and frost let the wood come alive, Benjamin turns the tales of the